right, so look, we got this video right here. It's a lady, I guess some lady keeps calling into the damn Walmart trying to speak to the manager. What you guys think of this video? This is a little off subject, just something a little lighter that we all can get a little laugh at. This sister does a video response later and was like, yo, first of all, I was mad I ain't even had no glue for my lashes today. And she said the lady just kept calling and kept calling, kept calling. I got mixed emotions about this video, but I'll save that for after the video. I'll do my commentary afterward. Check this one out.
Oh, this lady keep calling. Customer service.
Hey, I don't know who you think you are that you think you can hang up in my face, but you're not going to do it again.
Okay.
Get me a manager on this.
Yo, she banging it on him. Banged it on him.
Yeah, she called to talk to a manager, right? All the managers are in a meeting, so I let her know that. She said, "No, you're not going to hang
side,
up."
Hold up, right side, hold up, right side. Now you going over the video. You see what I'm saying? I ain't picking on you, fucking with you. But you jumping in over the video, bro. Go ahead. You the only one. But go ahead, right side. What's up? Go ahead, man. I told you it ain't me. Very clear-minded.
Then she just called back again and said what she said. Girl, you don't have any power here. Said you're not gonna hang. Bye. Here she go again. Customer service.
I will have you all fired if you don't get me a manager.
The managers are in a meeting, ma'am.
Okay. Well, ma'am, you know what? I am not stupid. You have some...
Banged it on her. She banged it on her again, yo. This is crazy. Let's go. What happened next?
Customer service.
You know what? I'm going to keep calling until you get a manager on the phone.
They're in a meeting, ma'am.
I don't care. It doesn't...
Customer service.
Ma'am, I'm going to keep calling every department until you get somebody.
You're going to keep getting me, ma'am. The managers are in a meeting right now.
Well, I am glad that you're the only one that I'm going to get, because now they'll know who's been such a...
Oh, you want a tussle.
Yo, I ain't gonna play this whole video. It's a couple more clips, and then we'll come back with the commentary.
I am going to report you. You've been rude and disrespectful.
I told you the managers are in a meeting, ma'am. I can't feel your request.
Up in my face. You didn't even try.
Bye.
You need to speak to a manager.
They're still in a meeting, ma'am.
Then transfer me to electronic.
Okay, 1 second.
Now she transfers her to electronics, but watch this.
So disrespectful. She hung up on me 7 times. She laughed in my face, and I was so mad with her that I called her. That's how disrespectful she was to me.
Friend, she crazy. She kept calling and harassing me over the phone. She kept calling.
Look like she rolling the blunt. Y'all saw that? Look at it.
Friend.
She like she got some white what you call them
she crazy. She kept calling and harassing
Look at the back
me over the phone. She kept calling me. So before I started recording, she called. I'm like, customer service, whatever. How can I help you? Can I speak to a manager? Oh, all the managers are in a meeting right now. Well, you need to get somebody, you ghetto girl. What? So then I started recording. I don't got that much time to explain. So if y'all want a story time, comment down below. So after the ghetto girl, it's it. You're done. You're done. I woke up, put lashes on, walked out the house just to get here and see that my lash was lifted and I didn't have no glue. So I was already irritated that I had to take them off. So I had time. I can't make this up, y'all. I told y'all they crazy.
She said, so I got time because I had no eyelash glue. All right, right side. You want to react to this first?
No, I ain't got much on that one. I ain't got much. It is what it is. I ain't got much on it.
Okay, well, I'll react to it first. This young lady right here, I get it. You're frustrated, but it's not your. Some people ain't gonna like my reaction to this. This is not your company phone. It's and I know Walmart. They do have somebody there. They got an assistant. They got crew leads. You could have took the late. I never heard her ask the lady for a name and phone number. Even once you transfer her to electronics, why are you listening in on the call? She took enjoyment off of messing with this lady. You get what I'm saying? Like, you don't have to. Like, one of the questions they ask you when you get a job at Walmart, places like that, they say, tell us about a time where you dealt with a difficult situation, and how did you handle it? Tell us a time where you dealt with a unruly customer. How would you handle it? They ask you this. You tell them what they need to hear. At some point, you got to step up to the plate and do your job. You got an unruly customer. You was having fun messing with this lady. It was nowhere in there where I heard her. I never heard that lady do that until you did all of that. That ghetto girl, never heard that. I never heard you. And you say that's when you started recording. I never heard you say, man, but let me get your name and number and I have a manager call you back. Going by her words. So me, I fire her ass. I'm sorry. Your ghetto ass. And she won't lie. You are a ghetto girl. You in the car recording this shit with your Walmart vest on with the damn package of backwoods. Your day was bad already because you didn't have your weave glue. I'm sorry. I'm with Karen on this one. I'm sorry. I'm riding with Karen. Now, at some point, if I was Karen, I would have just been recording that and documenting that. Because some people's like, well, just go to the store. Everybody ain't in position just to go to the store. So yeah, I'm riding with Karen on that one. I'm firing her black ass. Take that shit to Target, ho. I'm joking. Anybody else want to react to that viral video?
But my thing is, she told her that the managers are in a meeting, and she said it multiple times. So if they're in a meeting at this point, if she's going to keep insistently calling, it's either if I can help you, help you. If I can't help you, and you really want a manager that bad, I will give you the number, and you can call them. And whenever they get out that meeting and they hear your voicemail, then they can respond to you. I
We
mean,
don't
she
know if
better
they
than
have a
me.
voicemail. No. Why not ask the lady for a name and number? I get a manager for you, or just tell her to hold on.
That too, but some people don't want to hold on. Now the
No.
other
Hold
one
up.
that you mentioned
Hold up, Queen
is a
P.
good one.
Some people don't want to hold on, but that's better than this. Just tell her, yes, ma'am, please hold. They're in a meeting. Okay, well, I'll get one for you. Please hold. You put it on hold. It's not your personal phone. Y'all, Walmart got several lines. That
True.
line will just stay on hold. That's what you do. Now, if she choose to hang up and call back, they're still in a meeting, ma'am. You want to hold? You want me to give you a number for when they're calling back? Well, go get one for me. Yes, ma'am. Put her on hold. Ma'am, they have, and when she hang up and call back, ma'am, they haven't came back yet. You want to hold? Or you want to leave your name in them? That's what you do, Queen P. Hold her accountable. You don't just start hanging up on people.
No, I agree.
And when you transfer the call, why is she eavesdropping on the call, Queen P?
No, okay, look,
Hold
I
her
don't know
down.
about that. I don't know about that either. Me personally, somebody wrote in the comment that they would have just sent her to another customer service rep and let them deal with her versus me
I'm
having
asking
to
you.
deal with her
Yeah, I
over and
read
over.
that in
And
the
I
chat.
don't, no.
I
What I'm
see the chat.
saying
I'm
is,
asking you.
I don't blame them. I agree with them. Like if I don't want to deal with somebody, and I'm telling you, these managers are in a meeting. I don't know how long the meeting is going to take place. Yes, we can do what you said, which is take her name and number and give it to a manager so they can call back at their earliest convenience. Yes, absolutely. Another thing is that if you're going to incessantly call and keep asking, I'm telling you the same thing, and they're still not out yet, instead of it going like I'm being childish, then you could speak to another customer service rep.
Well, Walmart don't always have multiple up there. Sometimes
That's
she might be
absolutely
calling.
true. That is
But you know
absolutely
how
true.
you fix her from calling back to back? How you fix her from calling back? You just tell her to hold on.
Terrence Bailey.
Tell her hold on. All right, Terrence Bailey saying, you talk to me, man. How you feel? What's the deal?
Hey man, I was looking. Hey, what's going on, Mark? What's going on to the panel? What's up, Reggie?
What up, Terrence?
Hey, what's going on, brother? I was looking at the topic, and I just want to chime in.
All right, 2 minutes on the clock, Terrence Bailey. Go ahead. I got 2 minutes on the clock for you. Go ahead.
I don't think that black men have lost any love for black women. I don't think black women have lost any love. I think there's a tad bit of frustration on both sides. I think it started from miseducation. I think that black women got caught up in, and not placing blame. I think black women got caught up in that bullshit with the women's lib. Got caught up in that white woman's movement. I think the black community got caught up in that cardinal rule: stay out of stay out of white folk business. I think the colonization, which is a cancer, kept going, and it made black women think that they didn't need black men in the homes, and then that kept going into, decades later into the crime bill. I guess they felt like it wouldn't happen fast enough. So you had Biden that teamed up with Strom Thurmond, who was a known segregationist and racist, that put the 93 crime bill in place. So all that stuff is all tied in together. And now here we are now, looking back in hindsight, a younger generation, looking back in hindsight, looking at what our elders did. And yeah, I'm 47 years old, and yeah, and these were also my elders. That's how far this go back.
Right.
So,
For sure.
the mess this mess started in the 50s.
Okay.
Well,
I appreciate you calling in, Terrence Bailey. I got some other people I got to get back to, but I appreciate your call, my brother.
All right, now, peace.
God bless. All right, let me move forward. Did everybody? No, everybody didn't give me their take on that video. We was in the middle of a viral video right here. Reggie Owens, what's your take on the video, man?
Man, my take on a customer calling in like that, and the managers ain't there, I would have gave them the info, hung the call up, moved on.
Right.
Simple as that.
You said you would have what?
I would have moved on from the call rather than trying to go back and forth with the lady.
Took the lady name and number, or either just put her on hold and let the wait until the manager came out of the meeting. Is what you're saying, right?
Yep. Easy as that.
Okay. Damn sure won't record yourself doing a fireable offense, right?
No, unless I didn't give a shit about the job. Unless Facebook paying me like that.
Yeah, she on TikTok. Girl behind the mic, give me your take.
I know this is going to sound really, really bad, but I cannot expect any more. I mean, this is Walmart. This is 2022. Most places you go to, especially as it becomes to the younger Generation Z, they ain't trying to work. They're content creators. They want to be on TikToks all day long. So for her, this is content. So I'm not expecting her to have a fine dining type of customer service. Right. It was unprofessional, but when I look at all my experiences with Walmart workers, no disrespect, I can't remember the last time they were top tier, 5-star, customer service people. I don't think she's gonna get fired. Employers need employees. It's disappointing, but it's Walmart. It's like expecting McDonald's to be like Chick-fil-A. You know what I'm saying? And the other and I get it. She called because she probably cannot go to the store. Me personally, I don't even call Walmart. I don't know, even if I have one leg, I'm gonna drive to the Walmart because this is what you get. She's lucky that she even picked up. Most times they don't even pick up the phones. So I just drive to Walmart. And I know she maybe wasn't able to get out, but sorry for the lady, but I don't call Walmart, man. Walmart is Walmart, man. I mean, come on, man.
Right.
Yeah, they did a whole video. Somebody got it on YouTube, girl behind the mic, where they're in the store. Somebody calls the store and asks, do they have something right there in electronics? They say, hold on. They just leave them on hold. They keep ringing people up, doing whatever the hell they do, and pick up from Walmart. I can electronics. Like, yeah, I'm looking for season 1 of Sopranos. It was something like that. Do y'all have it? Oh no, we all out. And just hang up the phone. They never went and go look. They never look. They never. And they're recorded the whole time. So I get what you got from. Yeah. Even when they say they have it online, you get there. Nah, man, we don't update that shit. That's from last month, probably. It's $1 billion.
Order online, you could probably get it. But I mean, because I worked at Walmart when I was in college, and there was a big difference when Sam Walton, who created Walmart, when he owned it, versus when he died. His children sold it to the Chinese. So basically, you're dealing with the Chinese now. It's not the same as it was when it first started. The customer service was
You sound
excellent.
like Donald Trump. Blame China.
They only. I mean,
China.
when Sam Malton was alive and I worked there, he only brought U.S. products. He didn't buy anything. But once he died, his children sold it to China. That's a Chinese-based company, and so her expecting customer service now is ridiculous. And it's, she can't expect that. She's not going to get that. So maybe she was expecting the old Walmart response, but that's no longer the case. This is exactly what I respect from Walmart. I wouldn't even call Walmart, at this point. I would just go in there and see what I need. Hopefully she's not a homebound and she can't go in there. But I wouldn't call Walmart and expect customer service.
I believe you, man, because that sounds like some Chinese shit, man, respectfully, though. Like,
it's not
receipt checking shit when you walk out. Walmart didn't used to do that back in the day. And they want to check my receipt. China.
Yeah.
All right, Trump. Trump might have been on to something, Reggie. Motherfucking Chinese got me checking my receipt. They asked me to check my receipt. I say no and keep walking.
Yeah. The video is ignorant.
I'm like, damn it, if you got to check
what
receipt,
I would expect.
Take it all back to customer service. I'm insulted. We check care of our receipt. Well, you won't check those.
You're not gonna walk in the door. Forget about it.
They were like, just let them go, man. Whatever, man. They were like, we know the bucket hat. We see him all the time. It's him again. All right, last video. Now, anybody want to react to that one? Anybody? Reggie, did you give me a take on? Oh no, you said you do it. Queen P gave her a pass. Queen P gave her a pass as usual.
I didn't give her a pass. You a lie. That is not true. I did not.
Okay.
Do you want me to repeat what I said or no?
Nah.
Okay.
You don't.
You know what I do when I go to Walmart? Okay, real quick. It's gonna sound bad, but I literally go to Walmart 45 minutes in Gucci land, where the people don't even shop in Walmart themselves. And then if I need something, I go look for the supervisor with a different color vest. Gucci land, you know where the multi-million-dollar homes are.
She go with the white people, the rich area.
Multi-million-dollar homes.
I didn't know they had a Walmart out there.
Oh yes, and they don't even shop there. Them shops be empty at that area in Gucci land, where the baseball players and all kinds of people live. Those Walmarts are scarce. You find stuff and it'd be like, it's nice stuff too. I'm like, wait, they don't have this in our neighborhood. But then if I need something, I just find somebody with a different color vest, like the supervisors that are walking by. I'm like, oh, excuse me, and you get it expedited. They're still happy. They still want to help you. But that's where I go. I don't even deal with local neighborhood Walmarts. I drive 45 minutes away.
Somebody said they shop at Whole Foods. All right, here we go. Last video. This sister right here says, "Dear black men, can you forgive us?" What?
Oh, snap, passion bliss.
How y'all feel about that? Let's hear it. Let's hear the video. Let me see where I got it queued up at. Dear black men, can you forgive us? Oh man, I love the title. Let me see, where is it at? Here we go. Boom, boom, boom. Trying to find it. Rewind a little bit.
To offend the brothers.
Here we go. Let me see. Here we go. It's my boy Phil. Let's
Dear
go.
black men, can y'all forgive us for getting it wrong? Can y'all forgive us for getting it wrong? Can y'all forgive us for being ignorant and not knowing what to do, not knowing how to love y'all, not knowing how to support y'all, not knowing how to be there to encourage y'all, giving up on y'all? Can y'all forgive us for that? For taking and playing mind games and just doing the unthinkable. Can y'all forgive us for that? Because we're not perfect. We all been played. We all got to take a L. And once we all take our lick, then we'll be able to really heal. Christ has to be the center of our foundation.
The issue with a lot of the men is not that
good woman right here. Let's make some noise for her.
Forgive me inboxing.
Yes, I forgive you. That's all you had to do was ask, baby. All you had to do was ask, baby. I forgive you. Panel, y'all want to react to that clip? Who want to go first? Passionate Bliss is losing her mind in the chat. She's like, let me order. Go ahead.
I think she may be under the influence of some type of substance. I don't know if it's alcohol. I don't know if it's crack cocaine. But
They can't make you talk like
we've
that.
done nothing to be forgiven that we need forgiveness for.
Maybe she
We've
got her
done
carpets clean.
We've done nothing except carry the Black community on our back by ourselves as single mothers, to the tune of 72% of our children being raised in single parent homes. We've done nothing but, carry more of the load than we ever should have, that we were ever created or designed to do. We have nothing to ask forgiveness for. We've done the best we could do. When Black men have abandoned us, they have refused to provide for us, to protect us, to care for their children. We have nothing to ask forgiveness for. They need to be asking us for forgiveness. So I don't know where this lady came from, or what kind of brainwashing she's been under, but I do understand. It's called Black male worship, and she has been brainwashed to worship Black men, even though they've never been there for us. They never provided, never protected, never done anything for us. And so I understand what she's saying. It's like Stockholm syndrome. And so I understand that she's been captivated by this, and she's been under this type of, brainwashing, that she feels that she's done something wrong when she's not. Black women are actually carrying the Black community on their backs. And so for her to ask for forgiveness for doing that is absurd. She needs mental counseling. She needs, some type of psychiatric help. She needs to be freed from oppression. And then maybe I can understand what she's saying. But right now she's just incoherent babbling. Babbling.
Go ahead. Reg, you want to respond?
Yeah, my thing is, can we forgive? I don't think there's nothing that the Black man is holding the Black woman accountable for. Like, forgive you for what? Like, that's the forgiveness had to be from the individuals that you dealt with in life. I don't think all Black men are holding Black women accountable for this. Like,
Sorry. No, my bad. I accidentally hit play.
Yeah. I don't think that it's a matter of Black men feeling that Black women have done something wrong. I think in the individual's lives is where you deal with whatever the situation you screw someone over. I think in the young world of our lives, like, we do a lot to push each other away. We do a lot of effed up thing. You even have in the world where you talk about where some of the girls chase after the dudes who are doing wrong, who are leading. You know how they say that girls chasing after the dope dealers and shit. Then these niggas go off to prison or some shit. Now they chasing after someone to marry. And that's what I was saying earlier, how young girls are really caught up in their own independence, what they can get off of looks and things like that before settling in. And then once they reach that point where they used up, like I like to say, got Southwest miles on them, then they looking for somebody to marry them. But that's an apology you got to do within the people you dealt with in life. It's not you owe an apology or need. You got to give an apology and hope that Black men forgive you. Like, that shit is overblown.
Girl behind the mic, Queen P, y'all want to respond to the video?
I wish I was able to see the whole video. I wanted to see more. Is there more to it, or that was it?
That was it.
She's saying to forgive. I don't know. I kind of feel like Reggie. Like, forgive for what though? Like, what? Why is she asking?
You didn't hear what she said?
I mean, I heard what she said, but I'm just girl behind the mic. You might have a better answer than me.
On a poetic level, I see the artsy side to it. Listen, that's the way she felt. That's the way she wanted to present it. I don't know what we're asking for forgiveness for.
Let's hear it again. Let's hear what she said again.
Yes, thank God. I'm not the only one.
Let's hear it again. Let's hear it again.
Y'all forgive us for getting it wrong.
For getting it wrong.
Black man. Can y'all forgive us for getting it wrong? Can y'all forgive us for getting it wrong? Can y'all forgive us for being ignorant and not knowing what to do? Not knowing how to love y'all, not knowing how to support y'all, not knowing how to be there to encourage y'all, giving up on y'all. Can y'all forgive us for that? For taking and playing mind games and just doing the unthinkable. Can y'all forgive us for that? Because we not perfect. We all been played. We all got to take a L. And once we all take our lick, then we'll be able to really heal. Christ has to be the center of our foundation.
Okay, now with y'all, she kind of all over the place.
See, that's why it's important for you to play the video.
She started off with a strong statement to pull you in. Can you forgive us for not loving y'all for the, you know?
Yeah,
what I'm
she
saying?
using the fuck ups of her life and paint that as all black women have fucked up, and we fucked up because she spent a lot of her time fucking dudes over, and she didn't reach that critical point in life to where now she need a man, and she can't find one because she done fucked them away. But and that's why I'm saying her, like, it ain't a thing of black dudes feeling that way. Everything is based on your personal realm of life. Like, what have you done in the phases of life to push people away and paint this, you know, paint a picture of yourself. Like, you get a lot of women who may have done certain shit, and I've seen this a lot in life, to where you get women who like to move away. They like to move to where nobody knows them when they're looking to settle down, if they got that kind of past about them. And so her shit is a personal thing, but she wants to paint her fuck ups like it's the fuck ups of all women.
Okay, I can get with that. I can actually get with what you're saying, because as a whole, when I look at black women, because like I'm 50 years old, I will say that I'm 50 years old, and I have seen men my age saying, "Oh, we can't find any good women," and I've told them, you know what, I don't want to hear that, because I know for a fact some of you have had good women and you fucked them over, and now they don't want you anymore, and you can't go back, and you're looking around now that you're too old to get these younger girls anymore, and now you want these older girls back again that you fucked over. You can't get them back. So you saying, you know, we can't find good women, I don't even believe these guys. And so for her to be saying that, you know, lets me know that it's something personal. It's not really something that's in general, because most of these guys actually had good women that they screwed over, and now that they've aged out of good women, and the one that they screwed over don't want them back anymore, now they're complaining, oh, there's no good women, you know. And so so for her saying that, you know, I really get that, but she's saying it's something personal for her, and as she gets older, maybe she'll wake up and she'll know what she's actually talking about, because right now she doesn't. It seems like she maybe has done some stuff to screw over some guys, and she's sorry about that. But the most of the women that I know that are my age group, they've been screwed over by losers, and they're not willing to open the door for you to come back in and screw us over a second time, because you didn't screw us over well enough the first time, so now you want to screw us even better, you know. And so they're not willing to open that door.
You know what I will
I can
say?
see Mark covering his face.
Because I heard a story the other day and it blew my mind, sister. Blew my mind. Where my blew my mind drop?
Blew my mind, brother. Blew my mind.
And it was about, y'all ever heard the story about Denzel and Pauletta, how they met? And their first date? You ever heard that story?
Not their first date.
Okay. You heard their first date? You heard about their first date?
Not their first date, no.
Okay. First date. Queen P, have you heard the story? Let me see if I can pull it up.
I think I did, but I can't recall it right now.
Okay. Let me see if I got this.
I remember it was something about he couldn't afford to pay for the cab home.
Shit, the pet cab there.
And I don't know if she paid for the cab or what, but I remember
half-baked shit where he got $2.50.
Yep. Yeah, she was better off than him when they first met. She was a Broadway actress, you know what I'm saying? And he was kind of he wasn't that dude like that. And say he hasn't got too big headed. Let me see if this is the one. The Marriage Secrets, first date, Pauletta, first date. They told the story so many times, but he paid for the first date. Where I like the one where she tells the story on the red carpet. Here we go. Listen to this.
Yeah, she remembers our first date together.
I remember
because what happened?
I paid for the ride.
I know you was going to say that. You didn't pay for the date though.
I didn't.
What happened?
Well, because no.
Go ahead.
When we went to a party, there was nothing to pay for after we got there. She came with receipts.
And I'm paying for the cab ride, but then I'm watching the meter and I'm running out of money. And
he turned to me and says, "I have no money."
I didn't say that.
You turned to me. Oh, I can remember. I see where I am. I was right behind the driver.
Okay, and what happened?
Jesus is Lord. I paid for it.
You paid the whole thing?
Yes.
Fear
And it was
women.
back in the days where the cab drivers had the living.
Sounds like Spike was right. It sounds like Spike was right.
And I've been paying every cent.
First date.
Gotta love it, right? But let me see if this is the one where he tells the story right here. But like he tells the story, but y'all get what I'm saying? Some of y'all would never get with a Denzel Washington because if you had to pay for that first date, he's loser, he a trash girl, move forward, blah, 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 blah. She got the nigga teeth fixed. Did y'all know that? She got his teeth fixed. Denzel had like a gap in everything. He didn't have that big pretty smile he got now. She got his teeth fixed too. You would never see a passionate bliss paying for the cabs to ride on the first date, and she damn sure ain't about to get your teeth fixed, nigga.
Correct.
Checkmate. You would never get with Denzel because you
Correct.
wouldn't have went through that struggle part with him. You wouldn't have walked with him through it. Sometimes black women give up on their black men too. It's not just
And that's
black
a part
men
of
leaving up
you know,
on
and
their-
that's a part of the gaslighting. Why I say that you
I'm
know,
gaslighting.
I would not gate black men because you always, for some reason, black men want us to suffer with them first before we can reap the reward. And my thing is that
I'm talking about
I'm
this
freaking
situation.
tired of
Sometimes you need
suffering.
somebody-
You gotta suffer
I'm so
in early
tired of
relationships.
suffering and the struggle of with black men. When I look in their face now, all I see is struggle in the black man's face, and I'm so sick of the struggle. Because see, the thing is that we struggle with them when they're poor, but when they get rich, they dump you for a white woman.
Man, you listen to too many
We just showed you this
you watch too
example
many
that you got
Hallmark
off.
I
movies.
see
You
it.
watch too much
Hold on,
Hallmark
hold on.
movies.
I'm sick
And
of the
Hold up,
struggle
hold up.
of black men.
We got
I can
so
tell
many
how you lay
examples
on
we
that
can show
bed.
you though.
I can tell how you lay on that bed that you be watching a lot of them damn what's that network women be watching? You watching a lot of
Lifetime.
movies.
Lifetime.
Yeah, you be watching a lot of
I thought he was gonna say Lifetime Movie Network. I was like, oh
It's
God.
real life. I don't need a lifetime because real life is teaching me the same exact thing.
No, you probably got a movie playing on TV right now because you
No,
got
I
that
don't.
Lifetime movie watch. Little hold your
I
head
don't
up.
even watch
A
TV.
lot
I'm a
of them
reader.
girls
I
be
read
watching
books.
ID channel now too, Reggie. They be watching Snapped. How I almost
I
got
do
away
watch.
with
I
it.
do watch.
Mark, how you
Snap.
know about these shows? Do you watch them, sir?
Hey,
I
Snap is
got a woman in this house. What you talking about? How I
Hey,
know?
Okay.
Hey
I
yo,
got a woman in the house.
I do
to
watch
be
Snap.
real, to be honest, Snap is why I don't let women cook for me. I don't eat no food
Wow.
from a chick I fuck with unless we
Cool,
sit
eat
there
pussy, though.
eat.
Ain't that something?
Unless we sit there and
Listen.
eat together, I'm not eating that shit.
I remember one of my guy friends called me twice. He said, "What you doing?" I said, "I'm watching Snap." He said, "Do I need to be worried?" Because I was dating him at the time, and he said, "What you?" I said, "I'm watching Snap." He said, "Do I need to be worried?" I was like, "No, I ain't snap on you." What? But I do watch Snap. I watch Fatal Attraction. I watch For My Man, and these all show how black women have done so much to sacrifice for the men who end up killing them or getting them put in prison. And so, I have a lot of bad stories in my head, and and then
It's a
in
whole bunch
addition
of
to
black
my bad
widows.
experiences, it's made me very weary of black men.
But
and I
Snap
feel
is
like
full
they
of
don't
women.
love us.
Hold up.
watching that show.
Hold
As
on.
much
Let me
as
do
it's
this.
entertaining,
I'll give you the $2. You give him the $2. All right, pay him the $2. Oh, pay the $2.
I
But
would say
Snap
be
is
careful
full of-
watching those
I
shows.
was trying to
'cause
say
they
something
make
real
you
quick,
think
Queen
it.
P.
Oh, go
Sister,
ahead.
but you said you were watching Snap with all the stuff men did to women. Passionate Bliss. Snap is women killing men.
Right.
Yeah, and it's full of
But
white
they're
women.
killing for a reason.
It's white women doing all the killing shit.
It's showing why they killed though.
No, they were all that ain't full of abused women. That's some women that was killing for insurance money. They got a new boyfriend. They wanted the condo. It's all kind of shit.
Yeah.
It ain't just that show is not full of women who got abused. Go ahead, Queen Peter.
I was just gonna say, be careful watching shows like that, because as much as one finds it entertaining, and yes, some give stats or whatnot based on X, Y, and Z and their source, it could make you kind of feel jaded when it comes to men. So, just disconnect sometimes from it, though.
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah, you don't watch too
my
much
son
of that
was
shit.
telling
You're
me
gonna
that too.
become
That's like you
you're gonna become
watching Cheaters, and you end up like thinking like looking at your man or your significant other sideways, like, they.
I love true
Yeah.
crime.
Queen P going, I mean, not Passion Bliss going to end up being lesbian. She watched too much of that
Oh
shit.
Lord.
I remember. I forgot that one show I was watching, and the show scared me so bad. I started sleeping with my gun. I have a 9mm, and I started sleeping with my gun. The show, I scared myself so bad with the shows that I started sleeping with a 9mm. And so my son was like, "You need to stop watching those shows." I had to lay off it for a while. I think I was watching Fatal Attraction, and I started sleeping with my gun. My son said, "You should lay off those shows." I had to stop watching the shows for a little while. But it does show how repeatedly you think you found this great guy, and he's totally something else, and he's tried to kill you. But that's another topic though.
Yeah, and in response to that one part there, Mark, where you were talking about when you showed us Denzel and his wife, I always like the stories of people how they met, just like that. And I mean, relationships are complicated. I've always said that because people want to, if I say this, some people might want to take it like as is. And that's why I always say, for me, it's always the red flags you got to pay attention to, because I don't believe in taking on a stray and or a rescue or a fixer upper and making it your project. And I'm talking about men, because that's a lost hope. But there are people out here, Black men, who are on their way to greatness that do need a partner that, will ride this wave with them. And you have to, as a woman, decipher, because the same story you told is the same story with Michelle and Barack Obama. Barack Obama was maxing out them cuts trying to run his campaigns, and Michelle was holding it down because she had the job at the end of it all, right before his presidency and right before his senatorship. And it's the same story as I always like to tell people. That's why you always hear me say long suffering in relationships. But that doesn't mean, once again, ladies, don't go pick up a stray, a fixer upper, or a homeless person, a hobo. It's the same story with Ryan Coogler, the director of Black Panther. You think his wife wants for nothing? She bought him the software. She was there when nobody knew who he was. The writing software for his scripts. He will tell you that he attributes his success to his wife. It's the same thing you will find with a man named Ray Kroc. You could Google him. He is Mr. McDonald's. His first wife did not believe in him. She left him, and his vision of buying McDonald's from the San Bernardino McDonald's brothers took off. He was a milkshake sales guy. And his first wife was like, "Screw you, nigga. You wasting all this money on milkshakes," but it took off. And he is Mr. McDonald's. His second wife wants for nothing, and his generations want for nothing. So I'm there. I'm there with the long suffering with Black men. Obviously, you have to decipher. You don't want someone. What I always say in relationships for women, if this is what I always say, because I have a friend going through this right now. Lord, she took it astray. But if you're at a certain level in your life, you want the guy to come and meet you where you are. Even men to women too. You don't want to take a woman in who's lesser than where you are, and their energy and their personhood is going to pull you down. You got to meet exactly where you are, both of you, and go up. When I was single, my bare requirements as a woman was I pay for my rent, and I had a mortgage, and then I had a rent, but I paid for that. So I need you to do something like that too. I have 2 cars. I just want you to have 1 car. I have a job. I just want you to have a job for the longest time. I have responsibilities I pay. What responsibilities do you pay? Now you got people like a close friend of mine. She goes and picks a stray off the couch of his best friend, not even legally divorced. And now, of course, you pick a stray project, you put them in your house where you pay the bills, and now you get a baby by this dude. Through 5 months into the relationship, you want to complain to me that this ninja is not responsible, but you picked him off his best friend's couch. He didn't have a car. He's a scrub. You the one that cleaned up his credit. You put a majority down payment on his car. He's running around in a car that you helped get him. See, those are the type of projects I'm like, women, if you're well off in life or you're decent or you know where you're going, don't go to the Humane Society. Don't get a fixer-upper. Because then that's when you get that resentment. Because my friend, now she got a baby. Don't call me. Well, girl, he don't know. He ain't paying this. I'm paying. No, you started off that way. You started off with a person that didn't know how much rent is. A person that didn't have responsibilities. He was on a couch. So I do believe in long suffering. I do believe in supporting each other, Black people. I love my black men. I love my black women. And I think that relationships are the same across the whole entire board. It's just how you use your energy. But above all, what I learned from my mistakes for me was taking responsibility. Because I was like, dang, I shouldn't have hooked up with that dude. That was like not even it. Like, and I knew I had the awareness with all the church folk would say the spirit or the discernment, whatever you want to call it, to guide you. So I knew, okay, the next dude that come up, this is what I want. This is what I don't want. I'm not gonna settle. And I knew all the predicaments I put myself in. I was responsible. That was my choice. The same thing with my friend. She's crying about a ninja she took in. I'm like, sis, you picked this one off the couch.
All right. Go ahead, Reg. You want to react to it, Queen P?
Nah, I got that. I said my part on that one. Even with the Denzel one, but my response to Passionate Bliss comment about speaking about having to get in dudes when they're struggling and all that. The best love comes from working from the bottom up. I wouldn't want to get with nobody, and I'm like, if I'm rich or at a certain status, it'll be hard for me to trust to find someone if they true. Or you just there because of what the bread look like, and then that's the thing that a lot of dudes run into. You fight to keep women up off of you when you got it. Now, if you find someone when you ain't got it, and they stay there, usually you're gonna hold that shit down. They ain't no leaving to find a white girl because you got on. Like you find it hard to really trust people as you move up economically. You're gonna find it hard to trust people. So you find your real one, you stick with it.
Yeah, that sounds like that's something I get it. That sounds like something that you all used to hear about people in with the NBA and the NFL, some athlete shit. But those people a lot of times they don't look at those girls like, yo, you've been grinding with me the whole time, because these kids been playing football and basketball since they were 6 and 7. They mama been there with them the whole time. Not the girl they just met in college. You know what I'm saying? That's not the girl that just been with. No, you got here while I was already who I was. You know what I'm saying? Does that make sense? No.
Yeah, no, a lot of them do. Because even with the athlete, it's hard to even tell with them, because a lot of girls may be looking at the bag early on. And that's not always, for some people they may feel that is that being a struggle you done got with them early. But in college and shit, usually find a girl, they looking for the bag because you got celebrity around you. You may not be bringing the money in, but the celebrity is there, and then what's waiting at the next level. So
Passionate Bliss said, "Oh my God, please stop encouraging black women to accept struggle love."
No,
she's like the
love is
female
love.
version of chaotic
Because
truth.
Yeah.
this is the thing, is that you're talking about these basketball players and all that stuff. They are the minority. They're the minority. And so, most of these girls out here, they're not meeting basketball players who are struggling coming up, who are going to go to the NBA. And then even when they do, sometimes half of them don't even make it. They get an injury, they flunk out, whatever. They can't even compete it. You have to stop encouraging black women to accept struggle love. We're the only race that encourages women to date down. Every other race encourages their women to date up. Because even when you guys go out here and make your money and you marry the Latinos and the Asian women, they're dating up. Every other race encourages their women to date up. We're the only race that encourages our women to date down. And so to me, it's just ridiculous. And the thing is that black men look at black women as a come up. They look at black women the same way white women look at black men. White women look at black men, these ball players, boxers, basketball players, football players. They look at these guys as a come up because they can't get a man in their own community as wealthy as that black man. They look at him as a come up. And black men look at black women as a come up. We're just a come up to them. Because a lot of times the black women are making more money than the black men. They're more educated. They've started more entrepreneurship. And so black men look at us as a come up. And we need to stop telling black women to accept these struggle love relationships. And it may be the case that maybe there's a white man that's on your level. Maybe there's a Latino man that's on your level. Maybe there's a Chinese man that's on your level. The thing is that we need to stop encouraging black women to date down and to accept struggle love. It should not be a freaking struggle. He needs to be on your level or better, whatever his race is. I'm not saying, to discriminate I'm just saying, if he's doing the same as you or better, then you can accept him. If it's going to be struggle love and you're dating down, don't accept it. Because the thing is that black men do not love us. They cannot prove to us they cannot show how they love us. They don't marry us. They don't protect us. They don't provide for our kids. They have never shown that they loved us. But if you ask them, how do you show they love white women? All these compliments to white women. Oh, we love their hair. They're better mothers. Oh, they're fit. Oh, they're friendly. Oh,
You did it again.
You can recite reason after reason why black men love other races, but you cannot cite any reasons how black men show that they love black women. How do black men show they love us?
Do you realize
They
you
don't
keep
love-
changing
because
the
they
wording
don't.
though? Stop right there.
They
Do you
don't.
realize you did it again? You changed
No.
why they love somebody for white women and others, but you say how they love black women. Do you realize you're doing that? Like you did it
No.
earlier in the show, but you didn't say why we love black women. You said how do we love black women? And but
No,
when
I
you
said
talk
how
about-
do they show it?
No,
How do
yeah,
they
how
show
do
it?
you show? But when you brought up the others, you didn't bring up how do we show them we love them. You didn't do the same thing for both people. What you said the second time was why they love them, and you brought up phenotypes like hair texture, complexion, and look. That's why you like somebody, not how. No, so let me ask you this:
that's how
they?
because
No, that's
when
not
I-
how. That's a why.
when I say how,
Do you realize
they
you
can
didn't
show
say this, but do you get
because
that?
you can
say the
get on,
same
like I
thing
said,
for both people. Do you
Go
realize
ahead.
that though? And can we
Mhm.
agree to that? You're saying how do we show black people, black women, we love them? That's the thing for black women. How do we show them? The
Mhm.
second thing was why do we love other women? Those are
No, it
two
was the
different
same. The
things.
question was the same. It's the
No,
same.
it's not. Rewind it, and I'm gonna call
Maybe I
checkmate
didn't
right
say
now.
it, but my thought process is the same.
3:13:45. I'm calling checkmate, and the replay.
Because even if you ask them, how do black men show they love white women? How do they show they love black women? And those are examples I gave because they can't tell black women how they love them, but they can show how they love white women, or they get on there and they compliment them.
Hold up, Reggie. Am I insane here? Because I need to talk to somebody like who at least outside of what me and her are just saying. I need to hear somebody other than me and her saying. Do you hear
Insane in the membrane.
Yeah,
Sorry.
I want
No. I ain't saying nobody in this.
I think she
do
bitter
you hear
'cause-
the difference though?
I'm just
Yeah.
quoting what you say.
bitter because
No. What you said was
because Junebug
How-
left. But how do
how-
black men show white women they love them more? What are
She-
they
no,
doing?
no. She said, yeah, and then she brought up the hair and things like that. Those are
Because they compliment them on those things.
Okay,
That's
but
how
that's
they show
not
they love
showing-
them.
And what they say, nice fat ass or flat ass, Becky? Like, they ain't complimenting like that.
They are complimenting them.
What are they saying?
When they compliment white women and show them how they love them, they tell them how they love that it's their natural hair. They tell them that they're better mothers. They tell them white men that they're fit.
You know
tell
who
white men that they're submissive, that they're
out
friendly, that they're
sell out
They're
Negroes
compliments,
and fuck
though.
with white girls. There's nothing that you're gonna compliment a white girl over a black woman.
So what are
But
the
for that
compliments they
same-
give
but that
black
same
women?
flip thing, that same on the flip side of that same coin, I could say, I love you because you look like you the same hue as my mother. I love you because
Black men do not say that on a large scale.
You don't
Where they
know
show
what
that? I can go on
everybody
any
say, just like you
TikTok
don't know
video
everybody
and show you
feels
how
all-
black men.
You're not being genuine right now, sister. You're not being fair.
No, I am. Actually,
No,
I am.
you're not. No. Because you can't speak for all. I can't. You can't speak to all black men and say I love your hair. Just like you can't speak to all black men who choose to be with a black woman and say I want to make sure I have black kids.
No, and this is the thing. I feel like you guys are being disingenuous right now.
No,
because
I
you
feel-
know
I
for
feel
a
like
fact
you are
that black men are
destroyed.
not on a wide scale on social media saying how they love black women's natural hair, how they love black women's natural bodies, how they love black women's attitude. They're on a large scale on social media saying they got a bad attitudes, they're bad mothers, they're on welfare. They got a
You
bunch
gotta
of baby
reset your
daddies.
algorithm.
Black men are consistently on
That's
social
probably
media
what your algorithm is showing you too. 'cause
black women.
I hear dudes talk about even on a big level, like guys like Kendrick Lamar are talking about like they like the natural women.
Stop it. Because you got Chris Brown. Chris Brown's up, but
Okay,
at the same time, you got Chris Brown
but hey,
saying
look, Chris
he like
Brown
women with good hair.
But Passionate Bliss, you are destroyed, man. You have allowed
No,
one
Chris
break-
Brown's up here saying he like women with the good hair. He like Becky with the good hair.
One,
No,
you
but
have
I
let
can name,
one
but I
bad
can
one-
name, but
Look,
for every Chris
what we
Brown, I
say-
can name a J. Cole or a Kendrick Lamar.
Hey, look, this is what we say about dudes who have one bad breakup with a black woman and then go about destroying them. You doing the same shit as a woman.
It's not.
Who broke up with one dude and you let that shit.
And that's why I bring up the data, because the data shows that I'm not saying that.
Man,
When
ain't
only
no-
30% of black men ever get married, but 65% of white men
People
do.
are not.
That shows that you do not love us. When you're
Listen.
killing us at every 5 hours, that shows
Well,
you
you
don't
said,
love
hold
us.
up, come back
When
with
the
those
domestic
stats when you
violence
got
rate
them.
is
Like,
so high as
let's
it
not
is,
let's not
that
feed
shows
that
you
without the
don't
stats.
love us.
Hold on,
Passion
sister.
and
You
bliss.
said you're gonna come back with the stats, so we left the stats alone.
So we
Passion
don't
and
have to
bliss.
do a
You
stat.
have
We don't
love.
have to do a stat
No,
show.
but we're talking about this
you're
situation.
claiming.
Who was
You're
this
claiming
dude?
that it's just me and my individual experience, but it's not. The data shows that it's
Ain't
consistent
no
across the board.
data. Everybody don't fall.
There is
in place
data.
with this data. You have let one dude destroy you. How long was y'all
No, we're
together?
gonna have to have a data show because
No,
it's
no,
not just me.
not the
Because
data.
it's
No,
not
no.
just
You
me.
got to go
I'm
into
not
a
the only
personal.
one on social media saying this. I'm
But
not the
passion
only
and
one
bliss.
saying this.
Passion and bliss. You have been destroyed by one fucking
I've
breakup.
never been destroyed by anybody.
Yes, you have. When was this
No, I
last?
haven't. Because the data shows that it's
spoke
not just
early
me. And
in
that's
the
why I
show.
don't even care about people's individual experiences. I
Can I
don't care about
speak?
individual experience. Let's stick
Can
to
I
the
speak?
data.
Can I speak?
70% of black
We can't
men
speak on the
do
data
not get married.
that we don't have in front
Passion
of
and
us.
bliss.
Over
And you
90%
agree that you
of
don't
black
have.
women
Hold
are
up.
being killed
Hold
by
up.
black
We going
men.
in the loop. We
The
going in the
domestic
loop.
violence rate.
Hold up. No.
No,
We're not
it's
gonna
not
do
just
this.
me.
I can out-talk you, passion and bliss.
Right. Because we're
But
going in an
you
infinity
talked
loop.
about
We're
how
talking about the love languages and how we treat and why we treat people. You said you wanted to do the data show. You've been with me about
We're gonna
3
have
hours
to do a
right
data
now.
show.
You could have been pulled up some stats if you wanted
No,
to.
I'm gonna have.
You've
No, I'm
been
gonna
for
have to.
3
I'm gonna have to
hours.
show you. I'm gonna have to hold
But
you
you've
to a
been here
data
for
show.
3 hours.
No,
And
no.
has
No, we're gonna have to do a data show.
She ain't
It
got no
can't be.
data.
It can't be after
But
I've.
it
It
should
can't
be
be
able
after
to
I've
pull it
run.
up quick.
No,
It
it
shouldn't
can't
be.
be.
How
No,
about
this
this?
is the
It
thing.
shouldn't be that hard to find.
No. It can't be after a day when I've already worked 8
Unless
hours.
you're trying to
I've run
look
errands
for.
for my parents.
Unless
It
you're
can't
looking
be.
for.
It can't be that day. It can't be on a day that I've already worked 8 hours. That
Man,
I've run
You've
data
been
for my
on here for
parents.
3
That I've
hours.
been into a tub. It can't be on that day. You can't ask for data on a day when I've had a full day doing other things.
You ain't got no
I've
data.
had a 12
Look,
hour
you
day.
spoke about this
You
black
can't ask me
dude
for data
breaking
after 12
your fucking
hours.
heart early in the
No,
show.
that's
You
unacceptable.
spoke about a black dude breaking your
That's
heart.
unacceptable.
Now you've been dating nothing but white men. So you've been destroyed by one fucking black dude who broke up with you.
Wait, she didn't
bitter
date a
as-
white man. She said she wants to date a white man because she was engaged.
But so that even shows more of how she been
dated one in
destroyed.
October.
Oh, I've been
Queen
engaged
P.
twice to black
Queen
men.
P. Queen
and
P. You
married
didn't
to
hear.
one.
You didn't hear what she
So,
said about
you
October.
can't say that, 'cause
I heard she said she was engaged at one point and they didn't work
They
out.
broke up and she dated a white
I've
guy
been
in
engaged
October.
twice.
Yeah,
I've been
she
engaged
dated
to
a
one
white guy
black
in
man
October.
and married
Queen
to
P.
one. Married
So
to one black
passionate-
man, engaged to two.
She
Yes,
been
So
she dated a
passionate
white
bliss.
guy in October,
But the thing
right?
is that-
turned
The
to
same month they broke up.
So
But the thing is that-
passionate
the
bliss,
thing
have
is
you
that
been
I'm just
dating
an
a white man
individual.
since? Wait, passionate bliss, have you been dating a Caucasian man since?
She said that.
She said
Oh,
she's not
okay.
dating no more black guys.
Yes,
That's how
she
we
said
got.
yes, that's true.
That was the
But I
opening
want to know, has she
statement.
dated? Has
A
she been
couple,
dating a white man?
couple, not seriously, but a
Yeah.
couple.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
So why these white guys haven't rescued you? Why these white guys
Yeah, I
haven't
know
rescued you?
she. Now I know she said
but-
she
No,
was
don't be
dating a
making up
black
for her.
man.
She full of
see, this is
shit.
the
She
thing.
been heartbroken
See,
and now she's crushed.
No, and this is
As
the
a
thing, is
black
that
woman,
you
woman, she has
prefer
been
to make it an
destroyed.
individual a situation versus the data, and that's fine. My thing is that what I found from the white guys that I've dated, they want me to act as if I'm not black. I'm not going to pretend like I'm not black. They want to pretend that, oh, I don't see color. I'm not going to do that with you. I'm actually a black
they
lady.
Candace
I'm not going to
Owens.
pretend I'm white.
You they little
so
Candace
if you're
Owens.
asking me why I haven't gone much further with white men, I'm telling you that's why. Because I haven't found one with the right mindset. But the thing is that
Oh, the same like black men, right? So it's just a man thing.
as far
You've
as
been
when I dated white
you
men,
Candace
they've
Owens
been
to
more
them.
respectful. They've been more appreciative. They have been more, courteous than any black man I've ever dated.
But
So
you haven't settled with one. You haven't settled with one. So how courteous are they? Or is that a figment of your imagination that you've been so destroyed and now you're self-hating that you haven't found a white man? No. Listen. You do all this. Look. Maybe it's you. Maybe you're impossible. Maybe you're impossible that you have been with multiple white men. You've been with multiple white men and you talking about they're not good enough yet. So it's something
I
with
have not
you.
found one that suits me.
How many you going to need to look
You're
for?
not going to be compatible with everybody.
You said
You're
you're
not gonna be
50,
compatible
right?
with every black person.
But you said you're 50, right?
Oh yeah.
I want
want to know where she's from.
South Carolina. You from South Carolina?
I'm in South Carolina. Yeah.
Have you ever thought to move out of your state? You born and raised there? Like, you ever thought of moving somewhere else to like find a different pool of men? Or do you feel
Well,
like
I
they think
dated,
you don't want to move?
Out of
She
my
dating a
state.
white boy.
No,
I
no,
bet
no,
they
no,
put
no,
rope.
no,
I
no,
bet
no,
they
no, no.
put a.
Hold on, no, no,
I
no.
bet they put a rope
Hold on,
around
dated
your
hold on.
neck.
online because
No,
I
no,
bet they
fam,
put a
hold on.
rope
No, no,
around
wait,
your
don't
neck
do
and
that.
hit
Don't
it
do
from the
that. Don't
back.
do that. No, no, no.
They
I
hit
want
it
to
from
say
the
this.
back with a rope
I want
around
to
the
say
neck.
this.
as
I
far
want
as
to
the
say
last
this.
black man I
Listen to
dated,
me,
he
passionate
was.
bliss. Let me say this.
Mhm.
Hold on, y'all. Sister, I didn't ask you, did you date out of your state? Because that means that's a long distance relationship if you're
Right.
still in South Carolina. I'm asking you, have you ever lived out of state, like for like a couple years, a couple months? Like, if so, how did that go? Or was that never in your plan to like, hey, I'm looking for a mate and I'm going to a different dating pool? Because that's key.
I have moved out of state. Matter of fact, when I was engaged, well, not this last
But that
time,
doesn't
time
count.
before that.
That doesn't count.
I was in
If
Arizona.
you're engaged.
I was in Missouri.
That's what.
And
But
when I
you
was
had a
engaged,
man
I
though,
was
right?
the not this last time, but the time before that, when I was engaged, I was in Missouri and I was living there. And so things that you guys prefer to make this an individual thing
No,
when it's
sister,
not.
no. I was
It's
look.
a
I'm
whole cultural thing.
listen. I'm
But you don't
asking
want to
you.
accept that because the
I'm
data
asking you
shows that it's
questions,
cultural, not that it's individual.
sister. I'm asking you open, direct questions about you and your life. That's it.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? And I was just curious. Like, had you ever tried to move to a different dating pool, like Dallas, Texas? You know, Chicago, like Missouri. But if you move to
You
Missouri,
shouldn't have to be moving all over the state.
no.
You shouldn't have to be moving all around because the thing is that it
Maybe
doesn't matter how long you move. If
no.
you move all, you can move
You
all
don't
over the
even know what.
world,
You don't
and
even
if
know where
only
I'm going.
30%
You
of
know,
black
hold
men
on.
ever get married, it's not going to change
We're not going to
your
get nowhere
ratio.
if you're not listening. We're not going back and forth. I get it. I'll bend, but I can't break with you on this. Since you like data and stats, how much money do the men in South Carolina are they making on the average? The black men. What's the education level and the literacy rate in South Carolina? The you know what I'm saying? The
But this is
poverty
the
line.
thing is that
Poverty. Did you get where I'm going? Do you know where I'm going with this?
No, because the thing is that as
come
far
on,
as
Rick.
me
You
being,
know where I was going
as
with
far
this,
as my
right?
educational level, I do out educate most black men that I meet, and my income status is outpacing
You know
most
where
of the
I'm going
black
with
men
it.
that I meet.
Do you know where I'm going with this or no?
And even when I was married, he had a competition with my income. He wanted to compete with me, and he was working 2 jobs to compete with my income.
I'm not asking you about a failed relationship, man.
So
I'm asking you about. I'm talking about
always
hope
a
and success
disparity.
for. I'm talking to you about
when
hope
you
and
move
success for a
outside of
new
your
relationship,
race,
ma'am.
you don't often have
Ma'am,
that financial
the type
disparity.
of man you want, you might not ever find him in South Carolina.
Not in the
You
black
get
race.
what I'm
I don't
saying?
believe.
But you might find a black man that you're looking for in your age demographic in a different city, a city that has a different poverty line, where more men go to college, more men are entrepreneurs, more men will clean that carpet for you without a second thought. But when you dating guys at a certain
But the thing is that
literacy
you shouldn't
rate,
have to move
education
around
level,
the universe.
no, you don't.
to
If you're
find a
looking for
man.
true love, but if you want some carpet cleaning done and you want other things done, you might have to realize, okay, my standards and what I want in life, I'm never gonna find it here. That's
Not
just
in the
the way,
black community.
no, ma'am. That's just the way life works with whatever you want to
No,
do.
I think not in the black community.
You want to be
No,
on
to be
TV
honest.
and be a comedian and shit like that? Hit New York. You want to be in the movies? You go to California. That's just how it goes.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying?
The thing is that
More
if you want
people
to be
get drafted
married
out of
to a man
college
who makes
who
close to your
play pro
income,
sports.
you may have to move outside
Ma'am.
of your race. That's
No,
what you may have to do.
What I'm
You may have to move outside of your race if you want to be married to someone who's more educated and has a higher income.
No,
You may
passionate
actually
bliss.
have to move outside of
Nobody
your
wants
race.
to be with you is the problem. I don't think it's a race thing. It's you. Sometimes people have to narrow shit down when it don't work for them down to them. And I think with you stepping outside the black race, going to the white race, and they still don't want you, the problem may be you. And you have approached a
See,
point.
and that's the thing. You're saying they don't want me, and that's the problem.
A point.
Your
Listen,
assumption is
passionate
that
bliss.
they
There's
don't
a
want
point.
me.
Okay, so
That's
say
the
you don't
that's the
want
problem.
them.
You're saying
say
they
it's
don't
you.
want me.
You have reached a point in your age to where you're not going to find nobody. So prepare to fucking be single.
According to you.
Ain't according to the stats. You're not finding no one.
To you.
You're how old are you? Let's go on to Kevin
Oh, I'm
Samuels
50.
about it. You're not finding nobody. You're going to be single. Go find a little pet, some toys, because you're
I
going
have
to
a
be
pet.
single. These white boys don't want you because you think they're gods and black
That's
men
a
are so
lie.
fucked up.
That's
You're
a lie.
not
'Cause
finding
listen to me.
nobody passionate bliss.
You black men, you can't
The
convince me that other races
statistics.
don't want me.
The
Because all you have to do as a black woman
tell you nobody wants you. It's not a black thing. It's you.
And put your
And
information up
it's
there
the same
and
thing.
see what happens to your inbox.
But you just
'Cause I'll
said
tell you,
nobody else
when
wants
I
you
put
though.
my phone, I put
They
my
don't
photo
want you.
of
They
me-
want to
I
fuck.
put my photo on an interracial dating site. My inbox was full within 7 hours.
You know what? You know what
I put it
dating
up there
sites are
one
about?
evening, and when I
Fucking.
checked it again the next day, my
They're about
inbox was full
fucking.
with
It's,
white men who wanted to date me.
they
So I
want to
don't believe
fuck
this-
you.
I
They don't
believe
want to
this
date you.
And that's what black men do. Because you don't marry us. Only 30% of you get married. So all you're doing is fucking us at 70%. 70% of
The
you want to
same
fuck.
thing the white man
you
gonna
can't-
do,
you can't come with that with me.
except you will be
You're doing so you want to be the only ones who
look,
exploit us
you know it's the
sexually.
difference,
You
but no,
want to be the only ones who are
a
fucking us
black
and not
man gonna
marry
show
us.
you
You don't
dignity.
want nobody
A black
else to
man
fuck
gonna
us and
show
not
you
marry us.
dignity. Then white boys gonna put a rope around your neck while they fuck you.
Oh, I need some data on that as well.
Oh, the
Because see,
data has
thing is
been in
that
your
you're claiming
experiences.
they're only going to want to fuck us and not marry us. But the fact of the matter is, black men are fucking us and not marry us. We know that for a fact that 70% of you black niggas are just fucking us and not marrying us.
No, that's
So
that
what
gen
you're
talk.
saying is
That's
that
that
you
gen
want to
talk
be
right
the
there.
only race of
Bro,
men
she
that
got
fuck us
three
and don't
little
marry us.
stats.
You
He
don't want
drunk
us to
as
go
shit,
to
Mark.
She got
I'm
that
sorry.
30 stat.
You know what?
She got that
You know what, Mark?
she got that 65% white stat, and she got that
I'm sorry.
All the stats
And
that
you
she
know what,
hasn't
Mark?
looked up
I'm
yet.
very
All
sorry.
the stats she hasn't
her
proved
name
yet.
is Passionate
This
Stats
might hurt
tonight.
your monetization. I'm very sorry.
Passionate is passionate is passionate.
Passionate is
Stats
passionate.
tonight.
No,
She
these
was like,
are the
and
facts.
30% of y'all.
You
Just with
can't
the wrong
say
facts
that,
though.
oh, these white
30%,
men on these sites
30%,
only want to
65,
fuck you.
30. She got
When
them
you
three
got
stats.
70% of black men who all they want to do is fuck us, they're not gonna marry us.
Yeah, they gonna
So
fuck you and rub on
basically
your
you're
back while
saying
that white man put a rope around
you
your
want
neck
to only be
and
the group of
pull it.
men who get to fuck us without marrying us. You want to be the only men who fuck us without marrying us because 70% of you are fucking and not marrying.
Damn, that is
So you're
super
saying
false.
that you
No,
don't want the
all,
white
not,
men
no,
to be
no, no.
fucking
Some of
and not
us,
marrying.
Passionate Bliss.
Mhm.
You even agree with me. Not all of us, because some of us have been disproportionately taken off the streets in prison. You agree to that? You
I do
leaving
agree to
that
that.
out?
That is a fact. I do agree to that.
And we in jail.
I do believe that is a part of the disparity why a lot of these women are not married, because
Graveyards and penitentiaries.
these men who are being imprisoned at that high number of rate, they are at the age when they should be getting married and having families. And so I do agree. I agree with the disparity.
We got some common ground. Damn it, we got common ground. We got some common ground.
I agree with that. You know,
Damn it, we
and I
finally
agree with
got
with the school to prison pipeline. I agree with that. That is actually happening. That's a reality. I don't deny that.
So you agree black men have been targeted and black women?
I do agree with that.
Unjustly by
I do agree with that.
It's not just
because the thing about it is that
would you say the system
when I
isn't
say I don't
designed
believe
for
in black
us to
love,
have black love?
When I say I don't believe in black love, that doesn't mean I don't admit that it's not real and that it can't happen. But I believe the chances of it happening for most of us is not going to happen for most of us. And so that's why I feel like we need to look outside.
But also, you said you wouldn't pay for that taxi on that first date, though.
When black men and black women are together, that is a powerful combination.
Hey, look, but you also agree you're not that woman.
Overcome that.
Right? Yeah, I agree with you on
When
that.
we are together, when we work together as a unit, you can hardly overcome us. And I believe that's one of the reasons why there's a consistent effort by white supremacy to keep us apart. I believe that's a fact. Because when we are together and when we are working together as a unit, you can't stop us. We're unstoppable, you know. And so
let me let my boy D Bevel the Champ jump in real quick.
No, I mean, what she just said was true, but a lot of that stuff she was preaching earlier comes from white supremacy. I mean, you're talking about you watching these shows on Netflix about Scorned and all that, when disregarding percentages, 70% of that is just entertainment. A lot of that stuff is fabricated. A lot of that stuff's not even real. You know what I mean? A lot of that shit is not even like real stories.
Well, the ones I'm watching,
it's really all races. I mean,
because
hold on,
trust me,
hold on, no. The show she talking about,
I know
they're real.
You can Google them.
They state the people's names,
I know
addresses,
you can
where
Google
they
them.
live, the
I
actual
got you. I got you.
No, but I'm saying,
I got you on this. D Bevel.
Yeah.
They real stories, but please continue though.
I mean, damn, I know black women that cheat, white women that cheat, Mexican women that cheat, black men that cheat, white men that cheat, Mexican. I mean, everybody cheats. You know what I mean? It depends on what your options are.
Let them cook.
It depends on what your options are. You know what I mean? It really depends on what your options are. If you have a whole line of freaking pussy over here that looks better than the one you got, it doesn't mean you don't love the woman that you're with. You know what I mean? Sex is sex. Everybody cheats. You know what I mean? It doesn't mean it's just the end of the damn world. You said earlier that you said there was you dated 2 black men, and the second guy tried to get back with you, and you pushed him away. Why did you push him away? Where did you? How do you know where that second chance was going to go? You know what I mean? I'm responding to like a trillion things you said.
You're asking a personal question. I'll give you the answer. I don't have the issue with it. That particular guy, for one, I'm in South Carolina. He's in Tennessee. When I started dating him, he was in Atlanta. That was a 2-hour drive halfway between us. And I can do that. But Tennessee, that was a 5-hour flight. I can't do that.
Okay,
you know.
from you.
But Pastor Bliss, I get what you're saying, but since that's a long distance relationship, you set yourself up for failure right there. That doesn't mean all black men don't.
No, I didn't. Because the thing is that when I started dating him,
I couldn't do no 2 hours.
That
My
was
girl's 2 hours away from me. How
but
the
the thing
fuck
is
does that work?
when COVID hit, now if you're gonna ask the question, you need to hear the answer.
Go ahead.
Now, when COVID hit, he lost his job as a bank, bank manager or whatever. So he moved away to Nashville, back to where his family was. So then that distance was too long. I can't beat local pussy. So eventually I felt like he got involved with somebody else. The attention span was different, all that. He denies it.
You said you can't beat
I don't expect him to admit
pussy.
it as a man. He's not going to admit it. He denies it, but I know the attention span was different than the way it was originally. And so, that relationship ended and he came back. He denied it, claimed he was busy working. You guys have done. You know how many times I've heard men say that? You guys always use the same story.
Hold on. So you just broke up with him?
I broke up with him because I broke up with him because it wasn't enough. For long distance,
Yeah, because
the amount of attention I was getting,
COVID.
it was not enough.
So you broke up with the nigga during COVID?
And it's 2 to 3 hours away. Of course.
I see why you
if there's
lonely.
someone that lives up the block.
It's a 5-hour flight, not 2-3 hours.
Passionate bliss.
Passionate
bliss. You are the problem.
It's 5 hours
somebody
from
else.
Atlanta to California.
It wasn't enough.
How is South Carolina to
Passionate bliss? You are the problem.
I'm about to look that up.
No.
Man, passionate bliss.
It wasn't enough for what I was getting, because this is what I'll tell you.
You're gonna be lonely, lady.
And that's,
you're gonna be lonely.
I'm telling you on my personal business, and I'll just tell you. Thing is that when I first met him, and it was long distance, but he was 2 hours away. I would drive 2 hours, he would drive 2 hours, and we'd meet in the middle. And he was in Atlanta. Atlanta's actually 5 hours from me. So I was willing to make that compromise, okay? So we met in the middle, and that was fine. But then when COVID broke out and he had to move back to Tennessee with his family, then that was a 5-hour flight. Not drive, flight. So I made the flight one time, and that was all I was gonna do. But the thing is that
right here, I don't see no.
Because the thing is that I can't beat local pussy. The bitch is there on site, giving you everything you need. I can't beat that. From 5 hours away by plane. And so all of a sudden, because when we first met,
who are you flying with for 5 hours?
I've done long distance dating before. When we were long distance dating, we were doing Skype visits on each other. We would watch the same movie. I'll be watching. I'd see him on Skype with a laptop.
That's not no relationship.
Same movie on the computer.
Skype, get the fuck out of here.
I could do that. I could do that, and I was willing to do that. But when he moved,
it sounds like, hold on, stop.
But see, when all that stopped, it wasn't enough to keep going.
Stop.
Yeah,
ma'am. You said you guys were engaged, but now it sounds like you're saying your relationship was built off sex.
How can it be when we only saw each other 2 or 3 times?
No, y'all was already engaged, right?
Yeah, towards the end we were, but I think he was really just trying to hang on to it, but he wasn't just doing what he needed to do. And the thing is that, and I kept saying it over and over, and I told him, I said, you know what, I can't keep asking you for the same thing over and over and not getting it before I look crazy. And so I keep saying I need more time, I need more attention, I need what we had at the beginning, and I'm not getting it. That means the answer is no. I'm not going to give it to you.
Right?
And so in that case, then I need to let go of this because it's not enough and let you go do what you're doing. And I feel like, he had somebody local and she was taking up his time. He didn't have it for me.
Oh, so you insecure.
That's common sense.
So I said, well, what?
You said you never found that out. You made that all the way up in your mind.
I'm not going to know that because no man is going to admit that.
You insecure as fuck, Passionate Bliss. It's your problem.
But see, the thing is, when I make up, because
no, you're the problem, Passionate Bliss.
No,
Passionate Bliss.
If I make an appointment with you, okay, so we're gonna meet on Saturday.
Do you ever hold yourself accountable?
I know your work schedule.
Do you hold yourself accountable?
We're gonna watch this movie together. That's our date. And you
on
don't
the
show
fucking
up,
phone, I would have left your ass too.
The answer is no. I don't have the time for you.
Watch a movie on the fucking phone? Are you crazy?
No.
Are you
Skype
crazy? You looking for a sucker? I think you one of these domineering type.
If you're long distance,
date on a phone? Is you crazy?
And black men that would date like that.
I see
why. You don't date long distance.
I see why your ass lonely. I see why you lonely.
Don't date long
Hold
distance.
yourself accountable. You ain't about to.
Long distance.
I wouldn't give a fuck. You not about to put
don't
me
date
to watch
long
a
distance.
movie over no goddamn TV screen. I'm not FaceTime. I wouldn't watch.
Because you don't date long distance.
No, that's why you
don't date long
lonely.
distance.
No, Pastor Bliss. I'm not being funny. I'm not
date long
being disrespectful. But you have to factor in where you go wrong.
Distance? My question is,
my kids'
why can't
mom, we
you
were
answer?
long
I
distance
said,
for a minute.
Do you date long distance?
When
This
my
my
kids' mom,
I
when
have
she
I
lived,
dated long. Well, I want to know.
Do you
I
date
was in
long
the
distance?
army, and yes, I have dated a lot of long distance relationships, total different countries. Yes, and one girl I started dating her long distance, and I hadn't even seen her yet, other than some pictures.
And so the requirements for long distance dating, the communication is a little bit higher.
No. Slow down.
She met this nigga online.
Everybody has their own love language and their own way they communicate. The only way. Now, if we do that, that might be cool one time. That don't mean we always have to do that. If I miss that date, that don't mean I don't want to marry you still.
Hey, that nigga dodged the bullet. I ain't gonna lie. He may have dodged the nuke.
Well, was this the black guy or the white guy? The long distance one?
The black guy.
Man, salute to that nigga for his
a black guy. Because at first it was good. When we were 2 hours apart and I could drive up there and see him no problem, it was good. But when he moved 5 hours away,
I'm looking 5-hour flight.
Not the same.
I do not see a flight from South Carolina to Nashville. What part of South Carolina? I mean, what part of Tennessee in?
You can fly from LA to South Carolina in 5 hours.
That's what I'm saying. Atlanta to LA is 5 hours. Atlanta to Vegas is 4 hours. I'm typing South Carolina.
It was in Montgomery. That was a 5-hour flight.
Man, that flight must have been trying to help that nigga dodge.
I'm looking hour and 32.
That nigga knew the pilot.
From Myrtle Beach is 3 hours.
He dodged the bullet, but guess what, Reggie? He didn't dodge the bullet.
246.
I was the one that
I'm looking how many. Y'all don't even got that many airports in South
Carolina. Well, thank you for dodging. You helped him dodge the bullet.
I reconciled with him last month. He tried to reconcile with me last month.
You lying, your ass
so
crazy.
He knows good full well, and the thing is that he was totally willing to admit that he fucked it up. He admitted that, no problem.
But why you still trying to get with him?
He didn't want to hurt
Why you not on the white boys?
Say whatever the fuck you want to say. You was not in that relationship. He was, and I was.
So this only a month ago?
I didn't call him at all.
You weren't in a relationship?
When he called me to reconcile, I was in Jamaica. Living my best life in Jamaica.
With a white boy? Ain't no white people in Jamaica.
Reconcile with me.
Ain't no white boys in Jamaica. What you doing in Jamaica? Ain't no white people over there.
That's my vacation.
They probably on vacation.
My vacation ain't got nothing to do with no white boys. My vacation is my vacation. My thing is that you can
said earlier that you date white
but the
boys.
fact of the matter is he don't think he dodged the bullet because he's trying to get back in front of the same gun apparently that the bullet is coming out of. He's trying to get back in front of it. If I call him right now, this nigga will reconcile. No, this one. If I call him today, this nigga will reconcile.
All right, call him right now.
You did.
Call that nigga right now.
No, I'm not.
Because you know you lying. That nigga ain't calling back for your ass crazy, man. You
crazy. Hang up on him.
So I'm
call
not interested in nothing
hold
you got to say.
on. Let's do the test real quick. Call him, and if he answers, say, "Oh, I'm sorry, I dialed the wrong number."
I wish a motherfucking would call a nigga at 2:44 a.m. because Marq Nash told me I should.
I want to see if he will answer the phone.
Matter of fact,
if
I do that, then he did dodge a motherfucking bullet. If he got a bitch that's stupid enough to call him at 2:44 a.m.
No, if he waiting
online
for your call, you the love of
his life. If that's my lady, I let her call me at 3 a.m. I don't care what time.
You the love of his life. You calling me? Look, if I want you like that. Man, I see your number.
Wake up out of sleep.
Hello?
I wish
Hello, what's going on? You okay? Because
I'm telling you,
me.
without asking him, I'm telling you, if you got a woman that will call you up at 2:45 a.m. because some niggas online told her to do it.
Well, no, that ain't your woman though. Hold on, no.
Because you dating a fool.
Hold on, slow down. You said
you
that
dating a fool.
Ma'am.
He a fool for fucking watching movies on Skype with your ass.
Let me make this point clear.
No.
The nigga did watch Skype movies with you. I mean,
you said that's not your man.
Well, I'm sorry, Mark.
You don't want him.
So I'm sorry, you ain't
not your man. You don't want him. So this should just be for entertainment purposes only. If he answers the phone, just say wrong number and hang up.
No. Human beings are not
you out there back on the prowl. You got your new man.
So Pastor Bliss, when you guys went on the date,
I wish I would. Matter of fact, if he had a YouTube channel, then yeah, I would call him. He's not even a part of this YouTube world.
He got you on the do not call list.
Matter of fact, let me ask the women in this room: how many of you would call your nigga up at
not your man.
because
not your
a
nigga.
couple of niggas online told you that you should.
Hold up. Passionate Bliss.
Press
So if he's
one.
still your
The
nigga,
ladies in the room, press
no,
one.
hold
If
up.
you would call
sister.
your ex-man.
Okay, there you
because
go.
a nigga on YouTube told you to do it. Press one, ladies. Ladies, press one if you would do this.
Passionate Bliss. When you and
Okay, see, I
when
don't
you
see
and
no
your man,
ones.
when
See,
you
I
and your
don't see
man,
no ones.
listen.
Not near woman in
listen.
this room.
That's not
would
your
call
man no
they
more.
ex up
And
at
you said
2:46
you don't want to
a.m.
be with
because some
him.
niggas on
They trying to
on
say he
YouTube
ain't
told
gonna
them
pick up
they
the
should.
phone.
What movie was y'all watching on Skype? Was it 9 Lives?
It
or
didn't
9
matter.
Lives?
Matter of fact, we did it 3 times. The first time I
Checks
chose the
and
movie.
Balance and
The
9
second time
9
he
Chat.
chose the movie. And the third time I chose the movie. And I think I was on probation because he hated the movie I picked. And I was on probation or something like that. But it was funny and it was cute the way we did it. But
Y'all 50 and playing
that,
some cute shit, man. Y'all crazy.
he hated the movie that I picked. And I admitted that it was a lousy movie as well. So I was on probation. He picked the second movie. And then the third movie I picked. But the thing is that it was cute and it was funny at first. But as time went on and he was 5 hours away, it was no longer cute and funny. He didn't have the time for it. But initially, at first, we had the time for it. So my thing is that if you switch up the game on me halfway through, and now you're even further away,
that don't mean the game's over though. We just gotta find a new game.
My question is this.
Find a new. Hold up.
When you guys when you went on a dinner date, were you in the same room together, or did you have a dinner date on Skype?
Oh,
when we were together, then we went on dinner dates in person.
Did y'all no when y'all was doing long distance? Like, did y'all ever do a long distance dinner?
Oh, we ate together plenty of times on cam.
That's not no relationship. That's not a relationship.
When we were together, we
I'm
ate
telling
together.
everybody knows
We went
that.
to Outback. We went to, so I'm like, so what are you
a guy knows just like a girl knows.
What's
a
your
guy
question?
knows. This is my answer to you. A guy knows just like a girl knows. When you're 5 hours away, 6 hours away, I don't care how long the flight is, you're gonna fuck with people who are around you. You're gonna fuck with the girl who's in your same city.
Correct.
Everybody knows that. So you should have known from the beginning that this long distance relationship, there's not gonna be any loyalty in it. That's your fuck up. Not a black man.
Idiot. Are you listening? Are you even listening?
I'm listening.
When I met him, he was a 2-hour drive away.
Hold on, listen, Passionate Bliss.
COVID
Passionate Bliss.
COVID's been over now. Stop using COVID. COVID's
into
done.
argument, Bliss. Hold on, let me say this one part.
Go ahead.
My brother, she's saying what you said. She agrees with you. I'm the one who said no, Passionate Bliss. Maybe he's not cheating. So but she
didn't say this. Mark, she didn't say this.
I promise she started off with that.
No, but she didn't say this early. Mark, we listened to her for 3 hours shitting on black dudes. She should have said in the beginning. Then we wouldn't have to go through the 3 hours of her shitting on us. This is gin talk. This is gin and tonic.
This is my thing.
What is gin and tonic?
Her eyes, her eyes,
Passionate Bliss, she's jumping in too much.
Her eyes are closed when she's talking. She's drunk.
When you're telling the truth, the thing is that when you're telling the truth, your story doesn't change.
You should have told the truth at the beginning, girl.
Because that's what happened.
Man, hey, how did you set up?
You didn't hear it. It's not.
I heard everything. I heard everything, girl.
No, you didn't. Because you're telling me something that's not what happened. So you did not hear everything.
I thought that was a podcast at first.
How do you set up a webcam dinner date? How do you set this shit up? Is the same
I
kind
go
of
to Applebee's, you go to Applebee's. I sit down, you sit down, we cut the camera
I've
on.
done this numerous times with numerous people.
Wait,
look, this is the best shit ever, Reggie.
You don't know how.
If
you don't know how, there's no point in me explaining it to you.
Man, at some point, a nigga got
on our level, boo.
Pussy. I think they met.
Committed. I had a committed long distance relationship.
Yeah,
I think manhood become in question. Like, damn, sitting on this phone, eating with her alone.
My man.
You're talking.
Never in question when I'm with my lady.
It's like you're talking and eating. It's not a different thing. If we're doing, it's like we're doing a FaceTime on the phone. My FaceTime is set up. My phone is on the camera. I'm eating my food and I'm talking to you while eating my food. And I've done it many a times. The guy is at. I had the guy who's at Olive Garden. He was having his lunch. I was talking to him while I was eating his lunch. It happens. It's easy. It happens numerous times.
You know, it's understandable. It's understandable.
Not even dating.
Passionate Bliss, how are you 50?
I'm not even dating.
Passionate Bliss, how are you 50 and you know more about this than them? Like they are like they supposed to be millennials. Now, how many long distance relationships have you had? Because I've had a couple. How many of you have? Because you sound like a long distance relationship pro.
Yeah, I've had quite a few actually. Because I live in a small town, so you know, I live in a small town, so small that we all know each other. And if I don't know you, I can find out about you in 30 minutes. We only have 2 high schools. We got 1 hospital. That's how small my town is.
So you always wanted to date guys out of town.
So for me to date somebody that I don't know, it has to be out of town. It has to be long distance.
Maybe after one date they get gone, so it becomes long distance.
Now we being toxic, Reggie. Come on, let's
and you're being absurd and obtuse. And if you want to stop the line of questioning and the line of conversation, we can do that because now you're being ridiculous and absurd.
Because now we're just being rude and we're attacking.
We're just trying to